Happy Thursday, yogis. How are you doing? You can say it out loud. Just pretend like I can hear you. How are you? For real, how are you? I feel like the weather today has matched the chaos of emotion recently. Just full sun, full snow, over and over again, which makes no sense at all, much like the rest of what's happening. I hope everyone is finding ways to feel good, including yoga, amongst other things. So I also hope that you guys have been able to check out the live Williston classes. Those have gotten some really great feedback. I know everyone's really enjoying that, so be sure to go on and check those out. Today we are going to do a lovely, gentle practice. We will end, I'm going to do, let's see here, I'm going to do like a 40-minute practice, and then at the end, my encouragement to you would be to pause the recording before Shavasana, and then do a couple of restorative poses that feel good. So maybe legs up the wall, or a restorative twist, a restorative child's pose, even coming on your back for a longer Shavasana, maybe with a little support under your knees and covered up for warmth would be nice. I think the more opportunity we can give ourselves after a yoga practice, like at the end of the yoga practice. Normally we're rushed when we're at Williston, but we have the luxury right now of being able to spend a little bit more time in that sweet spot, which is where we end up after we've moved our bodies through yoga. And so just taking advantage of that right now. Maybe you sit and meditate for a few minutes. And remembering you never need to do a full yoga practice, ever. You could simply come to your mat and do one round of sun salutations and then sit down and meditate. I think the importance is a little yoga, a lot. So letting it be part of your day every day is important, and not getting hung up on needing to practice for a certain amount of time. A lot of times when I come to my mat, I end up there longer than I think I'm going to, but you never know. You just don't ever really know. Every day is so different. So giving yourself permission to just let your practice be what it is, but really encouraging yourself to come to your mat every day. Okay, let's start simple seated. Let's do palms down on our knees, eyes closed. Taking a big breath in through your nose, exhale through your mouth, and again. Last time. Letting your body get still. And noticing where maybe you have some pain today, or pain that you have been dealing with lately. If you have more than one spot, pick the one that calls to you the most. And let's start out right away by focusing our awareness on wherever that is. It might be your mind. And if it's your mind, then your focus will be on your head. So just taking time to figure out where you have been having difficulty in your body. And now think about how you normally handle that. Are you kind to yourself about this pain or this issue? Do you say negative things about it? Just noticing what your language is in reference to this pain or this issue. And now, even if you don't feel this way right now, we're still going to imagine that we do. So taking this area and just filling it with light, whatever color comes to mind, filling this area with bright light. That light is healing, healing bright light. Telling yourself, I am able to release this pain. I am able to let this go. I am friends with whatever this is. It doesn't mean that we encourage or want whatever the issue is. It's simply that we are showing up for ourselves and allowing release and relief. With acceptance comes comfort. It's almost as if you imagine a small child having this pain or this issue, and how you would comfort this child through that. It's that same sort of tone or language. Soul awareness on that light in that area, and these comforting, loving words of support for your body. Let's dedicate our practice today to healing, whatever that is. Your whole practice today facilitates healing in this area, this space. And now bringing left hand over heart center, right hand stacked on top. Bowing your head, offer yourself a soft smile for showing up for your practice today. Working to grow spiritually, mentally, emotionally on your mat. And now, releasing hands from the heart center. Be in a comfortable seated position for this. So if you're not comfortable right now, move yourself a little bit so that you are. And then once you get into comfortable seated, if you've chosen cross-legged, uncross and cross opposite of what you normally do. And now with the hands on the knees, Gently round your back, draw your belly in and tuck your chin to your chest. Gently shake your head no. Inhale, lift up, and then lean forward like you're folding your torso over your legs. Come back to neutral. Exhale, round the back. Same thing again, chin to chest. Shake your head no. Wiggle your jaw a few times. Inhale through center. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, lift up. And now gentle twisting to the right. Inhale, float through center, twist left. One more time each side. Facing forward, drop the left arm down, reach the right arm up and over. Extending that arm, lift that whole opposite sits bone. Inhale through center, exhale, reach to the right side. Gently floating through center, back and forth, reaching with that arm to find space in the shoulder, side body. Do another complete round. And then come back to center. Let's take the legs in front. And with the legs extended, flex the feet and bend the knees quite a bit. So you're on the heels, feet are flexed, you've bent the knees. Take your hands behind your thighs and then just slowly start to draw your torso towards your thighs and come into a fold over your legs just like this. Inhale, walk the hands back up to seated. Bring the hands behind the thighs again, draw the torso forward, exhale and fold. Inhale, walk the hands up. This time bend the knees a little, straighten the legs a little bit more. Come forward, fold over the legs. This time let the feet relax. You're folded over the legs with the hands planted on either side of your legs. Sway yourself side to side. It's a big sway. You're lifting up again that opposite sits bone. Hands are helping you to move. Bending the knees, inhale and slowly lift up. So you're unstraightening the legs. And then take your feet to one side. Let's come up on the knees with the knees right under the hips. Inhale, sweep the arms to the sky. Exhale, arms float down. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, arms down. Last one. Left arm stays down, right arm floats up and over. Inhale, windmill the arms, right down, left up and over. One more time each side. Coming back to neutral, take the hands in front of you, interlace the fingers and press the palms away from you as you tuck your chin to your chest. Inhale, sweep the arms to the sky, keep the fingers interlaced, shrug your shoulders up as high as you can. Big, big breath here. Exhale, release, arms down by your sides. Inhale, arms out to your sides. Bend the elbows so the hands find your shoulders. Rotate the elbows. Go forward, nice and slow. And then stop and go back. Release, come to tabletop. Once you get to tabletop, inhale to cow, bring the right leg back and up with you as you shift your gaze in front of you. Exhale, round the back to cat, nose to knee. Inhale, take that knee off to the side. So it's like fire hydrant. Flex the foot and now extend the leg away from you. Shift your gaze to your right foot. Take a big breath in. Exhale, sweep that leg behind you. Let the foot come over to the left. Top of the foot is down. Shift your gaze over your left shoulder. There's a little bit of a pressing down on the top of that right foot as you move the hips a little bit. Inhale, sweep the leg back around to the right. Exhale, bend the knee, lower that leg down. Inhale, left leg comes back for cow. Exhale, round the back to cat, nose to knee. Inhale, knee to the side, extend the leg, flex the foot, look at those toes. Big breath in. Exhale, sweep the leg behind, come to the top of the foot, shift your gaze off to the right. Again, a little sway with the hips. Find some movement there. You want the stretch. Inhale, sweep the leg back to the left, bend the knee, lower that knee down. Right foot forward between the hands. Flip the back toes, lift the knee, gently step the left foot up to meet the right. Bend the knees a lot, walk your hands to your thighs, look in front of you, and then gently press into your thighs as you lift up to stand. Come into a balance right away. Tree on the left leg. Kickstand the right heel, hands to heart in prayer. Gently bring the foot up to the calf. Letting that right knee open to the side. Stay in the balance if you can as you sweep the fingers to the sky. Exhale, arms float down by your sides. Inhale, arms float up. Now for branches. So you have full branches or bending the elbows for baby branches. Inhale, hands back to heart. And now take that right foot behind you and come into a high lunge. High lunge. The sole of the back foot is not down. High lunge is both sets of toes pointed to the top of the mat. The right foot is stepped back. You're pressing back in that heel, but the sole of the foot is not down. Bend the left knee. Inhale, fingers to the sky. Exhale, cactus arms. This time you're going to lift the fingers to the sky. Find a focal point in front of you so you can gently start to straighten that left leg. Exhale, sink back down into your lunge, bending that left knee, cactus arms. You're going to lift up one more time. Exhale, back, cactus arms. Keep everything else the same. Just hinge in the hips and start to fold your torso over that left leg. You're looking down at the left big toe. Now stay there, bring the hands to the left thigh, all the weight to that left foot so you can drag the right toes up to meet the left foot. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, arms float down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Come into your balance on the opposite side. Kickstand that left heel on the right ankle. Slowly bring the foot up to the calf. Avoid that knee. Inhale, fingers to the sky. Exhale, cactus arms. Really draw the belly in. Really lift towards the sky with the top of your head. Inhale, fingers up to your branches, full or bent elbows for baby. Exhale, hands to heart. Try to keep that left knee lifted now as you take those right toes behind you and make your way into a high lunge. I'm moving really slowly as I do that. Come into your high lunge. If you feel wobbly in your high lunge, widen your stance. All you have to do is take that right foot more to the right. So there's more space between the feet, left to right. Wiggle those left toes back. Really press back through that left heel, bending the right knee, cactus arms. Inhale, fingers to the sky. Exhale, cactus arms. Now this time as we lift, we're going to straighten that right leg and lift as much as you can with the fingertips. Exhale, bend the right knee to that lunge. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower to lunge, cactus arms. Big breath in. On that exhale, just hinge in the hips and start to fold over that right leg. You're just looking at the right big toe. That knee is bent. Bring the hands to that thigh. Shift all the weight to that right foot so you can drag those left toes up to meet the right. Wide foot stance on the top, at the top of your mat. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, arms float open. Hinge in your hips, bend the knees, come into a forward fold between the legs, and give yourself a lot of movement here, side to side. You can grab opposite elbows. Gently shake the head yes and no. Wiggle your jaw. And now tented fingers right off the top of the mat, right above the edges of the mat. Heel toe your feet back until they are hip distance apart. So you have tented fingers. Tented fingers. There's not a lot of weight in those fingers. Feet planted, hip distance apart. Take the right leg straight behind you and up towards the sky. Fold over the left leg. It's like a single leg forward fold. Keep everything the same. Just lift now. You're not folding over that left leg anymore. Now you've lifted with the back of your neck a little bit, so you're looking straight down between your hands. Really grip the mat with all parts of that left foot. Shift the weight to the left fingertips, left foot. Take the right hand to the right hip. Try to keep the right leg as straight as you can. Left leg as straight as you can. That's the planted leg, planted foot. The right leg behind you is just floating behind you. Slide those right fingertips back down to the mat. Bend the left knee. Slowly lower that right foot behind you. Tiptoe the fingers back until they frame the left foot. You are in a warrior two stance. Keep the left fingertips planted next to the foot. Take the right arm to the sky. Lift your gaze. Steady breath. Exhale, lower the right fingertips. Lift the back heel. Pivot on the toes. Bend your knees. Start to sway back and forth so you can slowly, gently bring that right leg up. Plant the foot. Hands to your thighs. Gently press your way up to stand. Inhale, arms out to the side. Exhale, hinge in the hips. Forward fold. Tented fingers on the mat, right where you were before. Shift the weight to the right foot. Sweep that left leg back. Up to the sky. Right leg is straight. Fold over the right leg. It's like a single leg forward fold. Everything else the same, just lift the head, the back of the head a little bit, so now you're looking down. Grip the mat with all parts of that right foot. Right fingers stay where they are, left hand to your hip. Keeping the gaze down. Smooth, easy breath. Gently bring the fingertips back down. Bend that right knee so you can lower that left foot behind you. Walk yourself out now. So walk that foot back so you end up in a warrior two stance. Right fingers stay next to that foot. Left fingertips to the sky. Draw your belly in. Lift with those left fingertips. Really soften your breath. Exhale, gently bring the left fingertips back where they were. Lift the back heel, pivot on the toes, bend both knees. Start to sway back and forth. Very gently bring the left foot up to meet the right. Come into a forward fold, grabbing opposite elbows this time. And then again, finding some movement here. And just feel that breath at your nostrils. The cool air as you inhale. And the warm air as you exhale. Keep the legs nice and straight as you bring your hands to your shins for halfway lift. Exhale, ripple the spine and fold, legs nice and straight. Inhale, hands to the shins. Keep the legs and back straight as you walk your hands to your thighs. Gently lift to stand. Inhale, arms to the sky. With the fingertips touching overhead, flip the palms now so that the back of the hands are touching. Palms are facing away from each other overhead. On the exhale, bring the hands behind you and clasp. Keep the arms nice and straight and engaged. Take a big breath in. On the exhale, bend the knees, come into a fold, letting the arms float up overhead. First movement is to just bring the clasped hands back down towards your tailbone and then release the arms. You're in your forward fold. Just plant the hands and step the right foot back. Drop the knee, top of that foot comes down, low lunge with the knee down. Bring your hands to that left thigh. Come upright with your torso and with your gaze. Take the right arm straight in front of you. Keep it nice and straight and strong as you cross it over your body and hook it on the outside of that left thigh. And now take the left hand off to the left, shift your gaze to the left so you're just looking at the hand straight out from the left shoulder. Feel the leverage of that right arm pressing against the left outer thigh to help you with your twist. Big breath into your belly. Inhale, bring that left hand back to the thigh. Unhook the right arm. Plant the hands. Sweep that left leg back. Come to forearm plank. Nice straight back. Bend the elbows and start to lower down towards the mat, but just maybe a couple of inches. Keep the gaze down between the thumbs. On your next exhale, lower a couple more inches. And now on the next exhale, lower all the way down. Bring the arms in front of you. Keep your gaze down, but keep the head slightly lifted, chin slightly tucked in. Inhale, lift the right arm, left leg. Really draw the belly in, so engage the belly button. Exhale and lower. Inhale, left arm, right leg. Engage your belly. Relax the right arm and the left leg. Just feel the belly and the back holding you here. Exhale and lower. Bring the hands back, plant it under your shoulders with your fingers spread wide. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Inhale, lift to cobra. Exhale, lift the hips and sink back to child's pose. Inhale, lift through tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Really relaxed in your shoulders. Soften your elbows. Walking your feet now to the top of the mat, coming into forward fold. Sway side to side. Bend the knees, plant the hands, step the left foot back and drop the knee. Top of that foot comes down. Low lunge with the back knee down. Inhale and lift up. Bring your hands to that right thigh and just feel your torso lift. Your gaze is in front of you. And now take that left arm straight in front of you and hook it on the outside of the right thigh. Take the right arm straight out from the shoulder to the right. Shift your gaze to that hand. Breath is deep in your belly here. Gently bring the right hand to the thigh, left hand to the mat, right hand to the mat. Sweep that right foot back. Bring your big toes together. Let the knees open wide. Exhale, sink back to child's pose. Inhale, lift up, walk your hands off to the left. Tiptoe the fingers away. Exhale and fold. Big breath in, walk the hands through, center and off to the right. Exhale, fold, tiptoe the fingers away. Inhale, lift up, walk the hands back to center. And now we'll come into puppy. Puppy is a little bit like child's pose, except that you are flipping your toes, lifting the tailbone, and then as you extend the arms, really lift with the tailbone, drop with the belly, widen the arms on the mat so that you can sink your head, your chest, and your heart down between the shoulders. You should really feel it in your chest, upper back, armpits, shoulders. Inhale, lift up, come forward all the way onto your belly. Stack your hands under your forehead and rest the head down on your stacked hands. Lift the feet, widen the knees on your mat, and sway the feet side to side. Bringing the feet back up towards the sky, rotate through the ankles nice and slow, one direction. And then the other. And then lower the legs down, lift the head a little bit so that you can draw the arms down by your sides with the palms facing up, bringing the left cheek down. And then the right cheek down. Chin to the mat. Gently roll yourself over onto your back. And then drawing the knees to your chest, gently rock side to side. Now holding the knees, bringing them in towards the armpits, again rocking side to side. Release, cross the right ankle over the left thigh for figure 4 or supine pigeon. With the feet flexed, clasping hands behind that left thigh as you draw the leg in. Release, uncross. Same thing on the other side. Release, uncross. Plant the feet wide on the mat with the knees deeply bent. So edges of the feet to the edges of the mat. Arms cactus arms or off to the side. And then really slowly wiper the legs side to side. And now taking the legs straight out on the mat, arms straight up overhead to rest on the floor above you. Come into a nice gentle full body stretch. Reach with your fingers, reach with your toes. Big breath in. Exhale, arms down by your sides. If you'd like to come into a couple of restorative poses, you could even come into pigeon and maybe pause a minute or two on each side, or restorative twist, a minute or two each side, and then make your way into Shavasana. Get nice and comfortable. And just settling in for your Shavasana now. And remembering now the area in your body with healing light. And simply noticing how that part of you feels right now. And imagining that light staying right where it is, continuing to bring you healing even after your practice today. Start to deepen your inhales. Gently move fingers and toes. Drawing your knees into your chest, rolling to your right side, and pausing to rest in fetal position. And gently rising up to seated. Drawing your hands to heart in Anjali Mudra, letting your thumbs touch your breastbone. Eyes closed, bowing to yourself, sealing the end of our practice together today. And we will close with Om today. We have not done that yet. And remembering that Om is simply a universal sound, and that the core vibration of that sound is what connects us all. So as you sing your Om, keep your thumbs touching your heart center and see if you can notice that vibration of the sound. And just imagine that vibration reaching out and touching the energy and vibration in all those around you. Deep breath in. The light in me honors the light in each one of you. Namaste. Thank you, yogis, for continuing to support my audio yoga. It's helping to keep me grounded and on my own mat. And I appreciate every message I receive from each one of you. It lights up my whole day, even if I can't get back to you right away. I read all of them every day, and they truly bring my heart joy. And knowing that we are on this path for a little while, and we are just here to support each other through each moment that we can. So thank you for all your love. I'm sending you love as well. Keep your sense of humor, maybe have a glass of wine here or there, and know that all is well. Okay, bye-bye.